Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Quit Acting Stupid. I am your host, Jamie Paredes, and joining me as always are my brothers, Rudolph and Bobby D. Say hello, fellas. All
Hola,
right.
¿cómo
We
estás?
¿Cómo estás? We have some good news. We have some good news that we would like to share with all of our tens and tens of viewers.
Yeah.
Go
We
for
have a
it. Knock yourself out,
sponsor.
bro.
We have a sponsor. Look at that.
Yay, yay.
We have a
We're actually a
sponsor.
real podcast now. We have a sponsor.
Yeah, we're all grown up.
We're grown up and we're grown up and we're grown up.
So you want to go ahead and share
All
share
right.
what the
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. This episode is brought to you by the Farmhouse. The Farmhouse is owned by chef and owner Vince Paredes. And as you might have guessed, yes, he's related to us. He's our cousin.
Cousin.
Chef
Hey, cousin.
Shocking.
our
Shocking.
primo.
Cousin. Have you guys have seen The Bear, correct?
Yeah.
I saw one episode, sorry.
It's all about a chef in a kitchen in
Yeah.
Chicago. And they call each other chef. Anyways, go ahead, cousin.
Yes.
Vince is our cousin.
Chef Vince has the Farmhouse down at 300 Delaware Street. It's a farm to table restaurant that typically serves brunch on the weekends and during the week. But for Valentine's Day, look at those. Those look delicious, don't they? The Farmhouse Mimosa Towers. It's been a long time since I've had one of those. It's been too long, actually.
It's right on the streetcar line, easy to
Locally
get to.
sourced ingredients. But here's what I want to get to. They were Feast Magazine's 2021 Reader's Choice for Best Brunch, and then voted the best brunch in Kansas City by The Pitch. So, when you get a chance, go check out Vince's place, our cousin. He has got usually. So what I was saying is usually they're open for just breakfast and brunch, but for Valentine's Day, he's doing something real special. Why don't you tell him a little bit about that, Rudy?
Yeah, so he's opening up for dinner services on Valentine's Day. They haven't done dinner in a while, and they're ready for you. The reservations, you need to go to their website to reserve a spot. Tables are going quick. It's a 4-course meal, $75 a person, and the reservations are from 6 to 9 p.m. Valentine's night. So if you're looking for a place to take your significant other, dude, there's no other place than the Farmhouse. I used to live right across the street. It's right on the streetcar line. Like I was saying before, you could park all the way down at Union Station, take the streetcar all the way down. It's a great spot. So go to their website and reserve your spot. And we will have Vince on next week to talk about it a little bit. And what Vince is doing, he's given us a $75 gift card to give to one lucky listener. So what we're going to need from you is, in order to win the $75 to the Farmhouse, you've got to be subscribed to our YouTube channel, The Paredes Brothers. So you need to go and do that now if you haven't already. By the way, like and subscribe this episode. Like and comment, whatever. Let us know you're out there. But in order to win the $75, you've got to be subscribed to our website, and then like and share on Facebook or Instagram this episode. Also, for extra entries, we'll give you an extra entry for every person you tag in comments on our socials on Instagram or Facebook. So tag your friends, let them know we're out here. And like I said, Vince will be on next week, and we've got some questions for him, and we'll probably just hang out with him and talk with good old Cuzzo. I know I caught up with him. Me and Bob caught up with him recently at a family meeting, and family meeting sounds weird, but it was a meeting for our reunion coming up this summer. But yeah, we got to catch up with him a little bit, but it'll be even more fun having him on the show.
Awesome.
$75.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
That'll get you a lot of mimosa towers as well. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Dude, I'd be drunk. I just told Vince a story about how Maybe that's not a good story. Never mind.
Where you're going.
Yeah.
Was it one of your visits to the farmhouse?
Yeah, that ended
Yeah.
up.
Let's go ahead and
Yeah.
leave that one out.
Okay. Well, needless to say, their drinks are delicioso. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good. No, that's good news. Well, before we get into our topic, I guess for the day, we need to give a little shout out to some of our listeners. I kind of joked around. We needed like one of those little pin boards that has like the map of the country on it, and you stick a pin wherever we have listeners.
Exactly. It's not in the budget yet. It's not in the budget. If we keep getting these killer sponsors, then maybe we could add a map in the background. But
How many
Right,
different states are we at now? We've got Missouri and Kansas, obviously. We got that locked up, but I think you guys were telling we've got some folks from listening from far away.
yes, my fraternity brother Joe Olson up in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Thank you, Joe.
So we got the upper Midwest, I guess.
I
Covered.
remember Joe. Remember
Joe,
Yeah.
Nitz, little pledge brother. Shout out to Sig Epps from Mizzou, Mo Alpha, and a couple other my fraternity brothers out in San Diego. They've listened, so we've got the West Coast on lock, as the kids say.
I think
Minnesota,
one of our
California,
one of our furthest. It's got to be our furthest listener. Has to be in Alaska.
Yeah.
Dang, I should have asked where at in Alaska. Alaska's a pretty big place. Summer,
It's just Alaska, I'm sure.
it could be Anchorage. It could be that's the only place.
Snowy part.
Summer Benavides is up there listening. So
Thank you, Summer.
shout out to Summer. I don't know if you just heard one episode or if you're hanging with us all the time, but thanks for listening, Summer.
she can see Russia.
I got that. That was a Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin. Jab.
Just
We don't
just
want to get
smile and
blood.
nod, brother. Just smile and nod, Rude.
Yeah. At least Jamie got it.
I know who Sarah Palin is. She was on Saturday Night Live.
She made a crack that from Alaska she could see Russia.
Yes. Nice cup. Like it. But anyway, so we wanted to talk with everything going on with the Chiefs. Big win on Sunday, going to the Super Bowl. Little choppy chop, tomahawk. Yeah. We wanted to kind of reminisce.
Chiefs and Chopper.
Yeah, Chiefs and Chopper. We wanted to I guess kind of look back on some of the experience this past Sunday, some of the good times that we've had watching sports at our parents' house.
Sunday.
And all the what's that?
Sunday. Every Sunday we're watching sports
Yeah.
there, no matter what. Bobby
Yeah.
tries to make it a golf thing sometimes, but
Sports, that's sports, and that's usually the last round coverage. You got to see the final round.
You can't play sports with your wallet in your back pocket.
Yeah. If your uniform is business casual, no, it's not a sport.
Guys, that's a topic for another day. But I agree, it is
Anyway,
very much.
So yeah, this past Sunday, watching the Chiefs game, we celebrated a birthday. Crystal, shout out to Crystal, Quentin's
22
girlfriend
today.
Yes, 22. Happy birthday, Crystal! And we tried to celebrate her birthday with a cake. And
But here's the thing. So everybody was planning to watch the first half with our parents and with the family, and then at halftime, everybody was going to leave and go watch it, at their place, or with, for me, it was with my family, with my kids. And so her and Quentin bring over a cake to celebrate her birthday, and we're like, okay, well, if everybody's leaving at halftime, we've got to do this cake I don't know, in between the first and second quarter. So the funniest thing is watching us try to celebrate a birthday in the middle of a playoff game during a commercial break. I mean, we like her enough that we were able to at least fit it in between first and second quarter. So
they didn't bring ice cream with their cake, by the way.
yeah, so I was getting a little dry.
I had to choke it down like a bird. I had to dunk it in water like Kobayashi.
Yeah. And go ahead.
If you've never, if you want to see one of the more entertaining things, it is absolutely watching a game, particularly a football game at our parents' house on a Sunday afternoon. At regular season, yeah, we may be paying attention. We're probably more talking about the week and what all happened. But a playoff game, that was pretty. Those are pretty entertaining. When we, we're too busy goofing around and making snide comments and just different things. And it's so funny because our dad is just intently trying to watch the game, and then there we are just doing everything we can to screw it up.
He sits there like this. He sits there like this the whole time. That's it. That's how it does.
I turn the volume up. I turn that thing up loud. I want to make it feel like I'm in the stadium, and everybody's like, turn that volume down. But the funniest has to be it was just a regular season game, right? When several years ago. Why don't you tell that story, Jim?
Oh man, we're gonna jump right to that one.
Yeah,
it was back. It was probably the Chiefs were pretty horrible then, I think. So it had to have been like maybe early 2000s ish. And it was a Chiefs Raiders game, and I'm sure Dad's probably cringing just knowing what's coming here. But I was just I don't know. I was giving him a hard time. I was making fun of him because the Chiefs were losing or something.
I think because I was there too.
Oh, I was there too.
And I think you were like
acting stupid.
Did you? Yeah, I'm sure you were acting stupid. But were you like? Did you really think they were going to win? Did you? I mean, we're kind of like
just needling him, just going at it.
Pika, you were pika-ing him.
Pika.
Well, he just I guess he just turned around and like let out a "get the F out," and it wasn't an F.
It was the F-dash word. It wasn't fudge.
The only time in my life I think I've heard my dad use that word.
I could probably count on both hands the number of times he's dropped an F-bomb. But that was one of them over the Chiefs. And I was just beguiling him, and
you could hear a pin drop.
And I think I just dropped my jaw and just turned and left. I mean, I knew he was like, I knew that I had gone too far, and I was just like, I'm just gonna kind of leave and just kind of. It's like one of those things where you just like acknowledge. Yeah, you're just like, let's not acknowledge this ever again. Although we do all the time now that it's funny, but
and then
including with everyone on this podcast.
You exited stage left, which then left me and Bobby there in this awkward silence of like somebody farted in the room in church, and like we're all just like, now what?
Or like so somebody died. I mean, we don't even know what to do at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think I like tiptoed out and like, I didn't, what was I gonna say? Like, I'm out. This is weird, and that was.
I mean, he's let out a few, like quite a few GDs over the years with the Chiefs. He gets vocal and pissed, but that was a whole other deal. He took that one to a whole other level. I had to hats off, Dad.
Because he wasn't cussing at the Chiefs; he was cussing at you.
Yeah,
I mean, he literally told you to get the F out.
Yeah, because usually somebody throws an interception, he's like, God, just. But that was directed.
Was this like this was a mediocre favorite son? Wait, say that again.
It was a terrible Chiefs team against a terrible Raiders team, I think.
Was it like a Trent Green era or Matt Castle? What are we looking at?
I think it was like Matt Castle-ish type deal.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, Dad, he gets all involved in a random Royals game in the middle of July, against, nobody. So, it was one that he was a little more into than. It's not like they were going to the Super Bowl or anything. So that was one of our favorite stories that comes up quite a bit in our house. But
and that only happened once.
Yeah. Johnny Dangerously just once.
My mother hit me once.
my father kicked me out once. But he's pretty intense, and I feel bad for him because like on Sunday, I mean, we were just acting fools.
So stupid.
Because
I think I was doing it kind of tongue in cheek. Like,
I think we all were. I mean, we all were when we're running around the house like doing dumb.
At some point, I think Quentin and I were just marching in a circle. I don't.
Yes. I wish somebody had gotten video of that. Yes, you guys were just
Kristen did.
marching. I don't know what the marching was for, but yeah, you were
I
marching.
don't know, but we synced up somehow, and we were marching in a circle, and it was.
There's video of it. Yeah.
Is
we have
there
to get that.
video? I was
Yeah, I
wondering.
think- I think they recorded it.
We'll have to
But
put it on
it's like-
put it on social.
I think we
But
got to a
it's
point
not just
where
it's like we make fun of who
being stupid.
We're making fun of everything. Yeah, we're just being stupid. I mean, we're making comments. They'll show somebody in the crowd, and then we immediately have to make a comment about something about that person.
So yeah, like I want to tiptoe towards this topic, but Chiefs fans in general, because here's the way I say it. Because people, when I start talking about Mitch and the Chiefs,
Mitch Holtis.
I'm not even.
Watch
I'm not.
yourself.
It's Rudy's kingdom, first of all, as you can see by my tagline. So I refuse to even
Chiefs-
acknowledge the other one.
Chiefs don't have kingdoms.
Exactly. But see, the thing is, like, we've been fans since Bill Kinney, Stephon Page, Carlos Carson. Like,
Todd
Dad took us.
Blackledge.
I remember Dad taking us to Chiefs games when the place was empty, and I literally remember it was a Seahawks game, and we were like running up and down the stairs, like there was no one there, and like so we've been fans for a long time. So don't question my fandom, but the whole Zuba craze, the whole the parody songs, the
memes. Oh, the memes. We
I
just
can't.
entertain ourselves each week just by passing memes around that you all are sharing with one another. You just really get behind these things and really think, oh, this is going to be what puts us over the top. A picture of Patrick strangling a raven. That's and
But
we're
the
like,
thing is,
As if a raven has a neck anyway, right? I mean, how are you going to strangle a raven?
you know what I'm realizing is all those that I was sending you this week, I think they're all AI created. Like you can type in Patrick riding a raven, Patrick Mahomes riding a raven, and I think that's where that one came from. It's just AI generated stuff, and it
It's
just
all
cracks
AI.
me up. But I think like the reason why I brought it up was because when you mentioned and I kind of illustrated how our dad is, I guess that's how we were raised. Like when I do occasionally go to a Chiefs game, and I remember when the greatest show on turf came. It was Kurt Warner, it was Torrey Holt, it was the Rams were in town, and we beat them. And we beat them.
Let's get to that here in a second. Yeah.
What position did you play that game?
I was there. I was on the field. But like when the guy next to me wants to high five, like come on, man, I don't know you. I'm not, and I know everyone else in the city is all about it. And yeah, I just
high-fiving strangers, and I'm just like, no, I didn't make a play.
You know what? I'm going to admit something that I probably shouldn't in this company, but last year when it was last year's Super Bowl, here I'm thinking my sons and Crystal are going to watch the game with me or whatever. We had Alicia's birthday party that earlier that afternoon. I figured everybody's going to stay, but next thing I know, it's like almost game time and they take off like, oh yeah, I can't leave the dog, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I'm going to be basically here by myself watching the Super Bowl. Hell no. I ended up going out with my brother-in-law to like basically inviting myself to a Super Bowl watch party of people that I really didn't even know, but I knew him, my brother-in-law there, but they were high fivers. And I was like, hey, when in Rome, and I'm like, boom, boom, boom. And I don't even know these people, but we're like, yeah.
You're a high fiver.
Oh yeah. I was getting
give me
like,
a high five.
This is kind of fun. I don't mind it. Yeah. So and depending on the company you're in. But yeah, so I'm shaming myself and I've given high fives.
I can do a high five, but the dancing and the woos and oh man,
yeah,
it's not for me.
So yeah, basically our house on Sundays is us making fun of people who go over the top, so we go over the top.
And yeah, we're not really one of you. We're making fun of you. Oh man, maybe we should be talking about this.
They don't even know that we're making fun of them either. That's the funny thing, is that we have all this inside humor about how silly Chiefs fans are.
But you know what? They don't care. Like, and honestly, I don't care that they don't care. I mean,
Nah, enjoy it.
everybody
Enjoy it.
do their this. We're in a. I mean, like I said, we've been watching them since Bill Kenny. Like, we hadn't seen a Super Bowl until Mahomes got here. So like, enjoy it. However you enjoy it, enjoy it. I like a crowded bar. I remember a couple years ago, Kim and I went to Harpo's, but we were watching like a week 6 game against the Patriots, and the Chiefs kicked the field goal, and everybody was like, "Yeah!" I'm like, guys, it's a field goal in the second quarter of week 6. Calm down. It's not that big of a deal. Like, the season doesn't start until the playoffs. We all know that at this point. Right now, obviously, with Mahomes, it doesn't get serious until the playoffs. So everybody just calm down on the field goal. Relax. Like, I don't know. But
So you guys
I just got
commented.
one.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I was gonna say you guys commented about how we all knew that we were gonna be watching the game together the first half, and then the second half I didn't. I was like, oh, where's everybody going? And so when you guys all left, I was like, all right, I'm out. And
I
so
had to
went
go to
back
work.
here.
I had to go to
Yeah,
work, and I was just trying to decide whether, like, I always go in an hour early on Sundays, but it's like I could just not go in that hour early and watch it here, but then I'd be in the middle of. So it was just halftime was the right time to leave for me, anyways. So I don't know. But.
So I
So there's
was
really, like,
I was back here. I was back here, and I'm watching it down here in this recliner back here, and it's so all this exciting stuff's happening in the second half, like the fumble going across the goal line or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, like there's nobody there to like act stupid with.
he has
And
no
so,
one to
like,
share it with.
the
I'll
girls
give
are
a-
upstairs watching cartoons. Yeah,
I'll give a fist pump or like a yeah, but that's
All right, so
about it.
I'm going to out myself. So the first half of that game on Sunday against the Ravens, we're watching it with Dad, and I'm paying attention to the game, but we're really goofing off, and we're goofing with each other, and we're goofing on anything that's on the screen. When I get home, however, it's now the second half, and I watch it very, very differently because now gone is all the silliness, and I'm watching it with my boys. You've got the little girls, Jamie, and so I'm watching it a little bit differently, and so the 4-letter words might slip out from time to time. We might start yelling at the TV. I turn it up really, really loud so I can get the surround sound effect as if I'm there in the stadium. So it is very different. I'm still not high-fiving anybody. That's kind of silly. That's stupid. And I know these people, but I'm still not high-fiving them. So it's just interesting how it's just you just watch the game differently just depending on the setting.
What does that accomplish? What does that accomplish? Like, what does that do for you? I don't know.
It makes you feel one. And yeah, I can't. I can't even. I can't.
You're part of the kingdom.
Oh God.
Oh God! Don't say it. Don't.
Stop it with the kingdom. People, look, I love the Chiefs. You talked about how we've been Chiefs fans forever, but Chiefs do not have kingdoms. Okay, now if the Royals wanted to have a kingdom, that's fine, but stop it with the kingdom nonsense.
Why would that be fine? Why would that be fine? Exactly.
Royals have kingdoms. Yes.
Royals kingdom.
Yes. Chiefs have tribes.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like when you say people stop it with it's too we can't stop. We've got to slow down first.
We need to come up with our own parody song making fun of people who come up with parody songs.
Hey, real quick.
Win games in cold places. I can't even sing it without laughing.
Real quick, Quentin, that was a Spaceballs reference that Uncle Rudy just made.
Yeah, we should flash it on the screen anytime we make a reference of what movie it is, so Quentin can go watch it.
Missed it, sorry.
Yeah,
we can't stop. We got to slow down first. Yeah,
Okay.
the train has left the station. And the thing is, your Vince and Rudy, our cousins, Mitch is getting his pockets filled with everything that sold the Chiefs Kingdom on it. Like, and
Oh.
he just loves it. Oh, he loves it. And when he talks about Mahomes as Batman and this is Gotham, and what are you talking about? He
Can we
mentioned Top
stop-
Gun last week. Like what? Top
Can we
Gun?
stop making the game about you? It's not about you, dude. But he's got to come up with the cute nicknames, the Shark and Dirty Dan, and
He wants
the
to be. He
Sawman.
wants to be Kevin Harlan, and it's never going to happen. Sorry, Mitch. Never going to happen. And honestly, we talked about not getting into this,
And here we are.
because
We did it.
all 5 of our viewers are probably huge Chiefs.
Mitch
you know.
and Mitch Holtis fans. They just love Mitch. You know,
Yeah.
'cause he's got a way with words, and you can deal with the Chiefs. You can dislike the Chiefs, but
Oh,
whatever.
God.
Dude,
So the thing that
stop
bothers
making
me
the
with
game about
that-
yourself.
The thing that bothers me with that, he was on the radio saying, "No, I just came up with that on top of my head." Dude, you spent all
Oh, yeah.
week thinking of that.
He's in front of the
That's
mirror.
what you came up with. That's terrible, but you spent all week on it, dude. So don't act
we're
like
gonna-
that was just off the top. And
We're going to lose all 5 listeners now because we went in on Mitch and went in on the
We're gonna-
Chiefs.
we're gonna have to start a new podcast with a different.
You guys
name.
aren't true Chiefs fans.
We are. That's the thing. I've been a Chiefs fan. I mean, come on. Veach needs to get some receivers in there, man. Let's make
we
this.
can talk football all day. I mean, yeah, we could. I mean, we've got a great defense, but nobody wants to hear us talk about football.
We?
Oh yeah, the we. So why don't you explain the we?
Who started that? Like, it's people who say we when they're talking about their teams just drives me insane.
Where they got a mouse in their pocket?
Yeah, like when you got a mouse in your pocket, and I think the traditional response is, well, what position do you play?
How many tackles did you make?
Right. I just
You didn't do anything but get nachos on your favorite Chiefs sweatshirt.
I banged on the seat in front of me. I banged on the seat in front of me and made a lot of noise, so the opponent couldn't hear.
deep bangers.
I think that's the thing that gets me too. And God, we're just digging. We're digging.
We're going
But
further. Go all in.
do people actually think that they're helping? Like Patrick Mahomes works his ass off all year round to get on the field. He doesn't give a shit if you're there banging on the. Come on, like
No, I did that. I helped contribute to that false start. That was me yelling. If I didn't yell, there wouldn't have been a false start.
Fans think,
But
that
no, and that doesn't affect him. But what does is the people who take off their shirts in 2-degree weather. That has an impact.
quit acting stupid.
But no, I see, and see, this is us every Sunday while our dad is trying to watch the game, and he sits there expressionless.
game.
He just sitting there, and all this yapping, and sometimes it's not even about football. It's about stuff that happened during the week because we haven't seen each other for a week. And it's just getting louder and louder because we're all talking at the same time. He's the only one watching. And it's big time, like when the Royals are playing. Like I said, it's like a random game in the middle of June. And he's the only one watching it. The Royals are like 17 games out. And he's the only one watching the game. And he's
We're
just
down 8-4.
We'll be talking about something, and then he'll make a comment like, "Oh," or he'll just. I'm like,
Good
"What?
catch.
What are you thinking he's in our conversation?" But so and so just struck out. I'm like, "What?" Like,
Yeah, they're down 6 runs, and it's the bottom of the 8th. It's not going to happen.
And see, the thing is, I think, and specifically with the Chiefs games, is like you said, like all this yapping's going around, but like it doesn't matter until the playoffs, really. Like none of this matters. Like right now, anyways. In the past, sure, but like right now in the in the Mahomes era, it doesn't. We're going to be in the playoffs, so it doesn't. This doesn't matter right now. Like, but yeah, he just sits there and he's. But yeah, the Royals games.
It's amazing how focused he can be on just well, again, we're in the playoffs now, so that's different. But yeah, like a week 12 NFL game, how he can just did I say we again?
Yeah, you're in the playoffs. Well, you're in the playoffs? Playoffs.
Excuse me, the Chiefs, my team.
Nice. Yeah. So
And so we
entertaining.
totally isolated all our viewers from ever watching another episode of us.
And that's why I want to reiterate, look, if that's what you do, do it. Kim, do your what was that dance you were doing the other day? You were like doing this after the Chiefs won. Like I think
after
it was
the guy made a fumble.
After he made a fumble.
Do a fumble. You do a fumble.
But I mean, celebrate how you're gonna celebrate. continue to listen to our podcast and watch our podcast. But yeah, I mean, you know what? Do
And
it.
please share dumb memes.
In no way do we. Well, we do think we are cool, and we are the epitome of cool. I mean, that goes without saying. I mean, look,
Mira epitome.
look at my
Can't
face.
spell epitome.
But we are cool. But you know, whatever. I mean, do you, man? Do you celebrate? High five to your heart's content.
We high five to make fun of it.
Yeah, but that, you know, do you, man?
Yeah, and two, I think that's well, I know for Dad specifically, he would rather watch a game nowhere else but from his couch, even though we're being loud and obnoxious and distracting him from the game. He would have nothing. He would rather do trying to get him to go to an actual sporting event is next to impossible.
It's pulling teeth, dude. I've got a buddy who has some really sweet Royals tickets that are, you know, that I can occasionally, you know, get my hands on. And, you know, I'll get 4 tickets and a parking pass right up close, parking, not a lot of walking. The seats are in the 3rd row behind the dugouts. Amazing view of a Royals game. Hey, Dad, you want to go? I can see it right here on my TV. Like, how about you get out and get some fresh air?
I got you one better. Okay, so several years ago, I was at a charity auction and I bid on a couple of things. Well, it was one package, and it was, you know, watch a regular season game from the Hunt suite, the suite with the Hunt family.
Was Gracie going to be there?
No, unfortunately.
Gracie.
At the time,
Gracie
she was probably underage at the time, so we'll just skip over that. But
oh boy,
this was getting him down onto the field before the game, sitting in the Hunt suite, and I thought, oh sweet, I'm going to take my dad, and we're going to have this awesome experience. And I just don't think he wanted to hurt my feelings, but I definitely think he would have preferred to watch that game at home. I'm like, Dad, look, isn't this awesome? There's the Hunt family. We've got food here. We were down on the field pregame. I've got photos of us, you know, down on the field. And the look on his face was just, yeah, I'd rather be watching this at home.
You know, I was just watching Rudy. Rudy was on TV the other day. And when he came home and told his dad, man, I saw a couple games at the stadium. You know, you really should come. And he's like, no, I can see it just fine on my TV. And it's like, that's my dad.
I'm good.
Yeah, that's my dad. That's exactly what he says. Like,
because he doesn't want to. Why? Because he doesn't want to deal with the traffic.
But he's not dealing with it. I am. Like, I'm driving. He's not going to drive himself. So, and my parking pass has us right up front. So it's not that much of a walk.
Maybe he doesn't like you.
I was about to say, maybe he just doesn't love me. Dad?
He went with me. I took him down on the field for a Chiefs game, so he did go with me. So I don't know what that says.
I think maybe we should just be like Andrew, our brother Andrew, and just be like, here's your tickets. You're coming with me. Done. I don't care if you want to go. You're coming. I'm picking you up. We're going. That's what I should do, probably.
Yeah. But like you said, Bob, he kind of would have a look on his face like, like you could tell he'd rather be anywhere else but there.
So underwhelmed with the Hunt suite. I'm sure he was underwhelmed.
I guess. Sure.
Well, how about
do you know how much this cost me? And it was just okay.
How about the few Mizzou games that he's gone to us with and had to walk, and what we've walked by people who were like peeing as they were walking, or were so drunk that they were
falling asleep in bushes.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I can see why Dad wouldn't want to be here.
Yeah, I'm starting to maybe get that way a little bit. Like, it's nice. Well, Chiefs games specifically, if it's cold out, I ain't gonna.
Yeah, we talked about that a few weeks ago. Yeah, once it gets past November, I'm not going.
I ain't gonna mess with that. But in Royals games, if it gets too hot, when I see people at Royals games with the freaking barbecue sandwich and it's 102 degrees outside, and I'm like, how could you even eat in this temperature. It's disgusting.
What
Yeah,
I
their
feel, how I feel
bodies
for are the people that go out there on like a
sweating.
Sunday afternoon when it's 100 degrees and it's July and they have been out, 20 games out of 25 games out of first place. And I'm just like, why? Why would you do that?
I don't think I'll ever go to a Sunday Royals game. That's because they're at 1:00 and it's like 90 degrees. Pass. I don't care. You're an independent race. Nope, not happening.
No. Give me a good
Yeah.
weeknight game in May, right before they've really blown the season, and it's 70 degrees out, sun's going
See,
down. Perfect.
that's the only time I go because that's the only time I'm going to get free tickets. So
When at the end of the year in September, when they're when the football season's already started, and I'm just like, I'm definitely not going once football season starts.
well, how about this past baseball season when we all went to Chicago on a little mini family trip and
Not all.
oh yeah, you
No,
weren't there. Sorry, brother.
short spot.
But our father was he was at Wrigley Field. You'd think it'd be amazing, and all he could think about was how cold it was. That was pretty cold. But yeah, he's
That's
kind
what
of
impresses him. That's the thing.
Which
I
Cub
know
were you there to see? Which Cub? Name a Cub. Any Cub.
oh, I don't
I
know.
was there to be able to say I took my boys to Wrigley Field. I didn't care about anybody. I couldn't have named a Cub.
Yeah.
I had to work, so whatever.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I'm usually finding myself at sporting at baseball games specifically, like at the beginning of the season or at the beginning of the season usually before it's like warm, and so we're freezing
Yeah.
but hey, the tickets were free, so
I usually try to make it to the opener. Shout out to Mike Trigg and Jeff Dunn who allowed us to and Tim Dunn who allowed us to come into their suite this past home opener. Hopefully, maybe this year we can stop by again. Me and my buddy Jeff and Jason Barton. We got a little sweet action, so that helped because opening day is usually a little cold, but I try to make it out there for opening day, and then after that, if there's a bobblehead, I'll try to get out there. Or if, like, I went to see Shohei coming to town, like if somebody good comes to town, I'll try to get out there. But other than that, it's too hot.
So when it comes to baseball, I'm definitely a bandwagon fan, and I didn't go to a single game all last year. And you know what? It really didn't bother me all that much.
Nah, I'm a huge baseball fan, so they don't have to be good for me to go out there. I enjoy it, but
yeah, I can't really follow him because what am I going to do on a weeknight, 7:00? It's going to be me hogging up the TV, watching the Royals, or it's probably going to be Disney Plus on TV.
There's another TV around here. Find it. No, I've got I got a TV in every room. If you don't want to watch it with me, go to your room and watch something. I'm watching the Royals. It's on.
Wow, Father of the Year. Father of the Year. Right there.
Get out of here. Here's some food. Now go. Father of the Year. This is a parenting podcast, isn't it?
Yeah, ish.
It started out that way. We've
blown that out of the water.
Yeah.
So getting back to the Chiefs, what do you guys have big Super Bowl plans? I think Bob, were you a little tongue in cheek on having a little Super Bowl get together?
Well, the thing is I've got to make sure everybody's included. So if my mother-in-law is here, my brother-in-law, they're here, so we can't just kind of go somewhere and leave them here by themselves. So I'm one of these, and I think I mentioned this previously on the podcast. I like the more the merrier, and so I like to have a lot of people around. But yeah, so it's going to be hard to kind of almost split myself in two and be in two different places at once, or two different parties at once, and try to be with everybody. And even then, I mean, my oldest is still at Mizzou, still in Columbia, so we won't all be together. But I don't know. We'll figure it out as it gets closer. I'm sure who we're gonna annoy that day with our Super Bowl chatter.
We should pick one lucky listener to join us at your Super Bowl party, Bob.
I like it.
Because of how we discussed how we act during the Chiefs game, I'm sure they're lining up to watch a game with us. Watch a game with us and our father. So
that's a great promotion. I like that.
Yeah.
We should bring them over to mom and dad's on Super Bowl Sunday. And we should just set up some cameras.
Mom will have to make tacos because that's
her rotel dip.
Just a reminder, my daughter's 5th birthday party is that Super Bowl Sunday
Yeah.
at
Who
1 o'clock.
plans a party on Super Bowl
Yes.
Sunday, a birthday party?
Hey, at least they
We
did it
do.
at 1 o'clock
Yes,
early in
it's
the
early.
afternoon.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll be at work because they moved work. They moved work for the Chiefs game for the Super Bowl, so I'll be at work early. So I'll be off in time to see the game. So sorry, Alicia, this is my happy birthday to you right now.
You just come drop off your present before work and be on your way.
Before
she don't
work
really
is
care
at
if you're there.
before work is at 4:30 in the morning. Will you be up? So I'll bring it by and then eat some food, the leftover food that's there. That's my plan. So
Yes, I can't. The mug is distracting me there. The
I think you hit on something though. We do need to have somebody watch the Super Bowl with us. We need to first off be in the same place. Decide that we're going to be in the same place, and then we need to have somebody who actually listens to this. Maybe
who
it's your
actually
son.
listens. That's
who
Yeah,
actually
high bar.
listens? So
It's
I
10
feel
people.
like we've lost Mary Kate. I haven't heard from her in a while. But Mary Kate, I know Justin Deacon. Shout out to Justin Deacon.
hey Justin.
He's an avid listener. He interacts with us on socials. So yeah, somebody outside the family. Oh, by the way, on that I didn't mention this earlier. On that farmhouse raffle thing we're doing. Hey, family, it can't be
bother.
you. Quentin, can't be you,
Don't
bud.
bother.
Sorry, Miranda. Sorry you're out, James.
You're not going to win. We can tell you that right now. You're not going to win.
Got to be a non-family person. But anyways,
That narrows it down quite a bit.
yeah, that means Mary Kate or Justin is one of you two.
So you mean they've got to be a listener and a non-family member,
Right.
non-immediate
Well, I mean, like
family member.
immediate family member, right?
So there's going to be about 3 people in the running for this thing.
So hey, that's a good deal. $75 to the farmhouse.
Good odds.
So what you have to like, subscribe, all that
Be a
stuff.
subscriber on YouTube, the Paredes Brothers, and you have to like and share on social media on either Facebook or Instagram this show. Like and share it, and then you'll get extra entries for people that you tag. Tag as many people as you can, and that'll give you an extra entry. So per person you tag. So anyway,
I like it.
Sounds good.
But next year we need to think about doing a contest where we have a winner, some lucky person that gets to watch the Super Bowl with us, and
lucky.
extremely lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I just thought of? Was it you, Bob, that had that little plush Chiefs football player doll?
I was going to bring that up earlier, where you ripped the head off.
Yeah.
All the arms and the legs came off, and you could remove it and slam it. Yeah, I think it was my wife's aunt. May she rest in peace. That got me that, or maybe it was my in-laws. Yeah, somebody on my wife's side of the family, I think, got me my Damn It doll, and it's a Chiefs little player in a Chiefs uniform. And yeah, I'll admit I've got dolls. It's not the only doll I have, but we'll talk about that.
It was called a Damn It doll.
I think so. I don't remember. I don't have the original packaging, but yeah, I think it was called maybe not the Damn It doll, but yeah, I mean that's
so your other dolls, you have to blow up, right?
They're made of latex.
I said we weren't going to talk about that right now. That's for another.
Do you just hose those off? Or
All right.
Bring it back.
Anyway.
Bring it back.
I digress.
Yeah, you did. You went far off the reservation.
I think it's about time for our award.
Our Quit Acting Stupid award.
Our major award.
It's a major award. Yeah, so I think this week, it's funny. Let me try to get it pulled up here so I know what I'm talking about. It looks like this week's award goes to Power and Light District. If you are interested in going to
the whole district, is you're giving it to the whole district?
Yeah, we're not going to single out any specific places, just in general as a whole. Kim just sent me a text earlier today because we're trying to decide what we're going to do for the Super Bowl. If one of my brothers is having a party, if we're going to go there or what. But we like to kind of, like I said, we'll go out to Westport or something, But the Power and Light District, man, if you want a table at specific places, there are prices. I don't know if any of you have checked this out, but
A four top.
A four
How much
top
is a
table,
four top?
depending on which restaurant you're at. I'm seeing one right now. A high top table. You must spend. I think there's one left at this specific restaurant in the Power and Light. $1,600 food and beverage minimum.
Hello.
So you have to spend $1,600 to have this between the four of you in food. Could you even eat and drink that much? I mean, maybe.
So that's $400 a person.
I could.
I know
Jamie could eat that much. $1,600. And
So
what
maybe
blows my mind is a lot of these are sold out. So the Quit Acting Stupid Award could be not just to the place, but who's buying
the people
these?
that are buying these things.
Table
Who's spending
four.
$400 on? I mean, unless you're buying $80 shots, I don't know how you get to $400.
Somebody better be dancing on that table for that much.
Another one. The inside table for four food and beverage, you got to spend $900. If you want a booth inside, $700. Food and beverage minimum, tax and gratuity. Crazy. Who's doing like?
That's stupid.
But you know what? I guess there's people out there that do it, but I mean, that's so quit acting stupid.
I could do a Super Bowl party for $100. And
how much is 30 people? How much is a table at your party, Bob?
Well, if that one's 400, I'll say $50 a person.
Yeah.
All you can eat, all you can drink, $50 a person.
I'll move on.
Still seems high, doesn't it?
It does. A little bit. Yeah.
So maybe dad has it. Maybe he's the smart one. Like I said, it's
that's the
best
thing
seat in the house.
He's smart like a fox.
Silver fox.
Yeah. So.
Well, good deal. All right. Well, so they get our award for this week. Awesome.
Both the Power and Light District as well as the people who are spending that kind of money.
Maybe I'm just mad jelly because I don't have that kind of cash.
That kind of fatty
cheddar.
Flushed with cash.
That cheddar.
Yeah. I don't have.
You don't have the bag?
I don't have the bag. Nope. No, the Skrilla, the scratch, none of that. Nope. So.
All right, boys. Well, on that note, I say we go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I just want to say, first of all, though, if we offended any Chiefs fans out there, hey, look, man, I'm sorry. Do you again? But I guess how do we do this again? Quit acting stupid. Yeah. So for my brother Jamie, my brother Bobby, I'm Rudy. Quit acting stupid.